Okay, I did a refresh and I got a black screen.
Okay. Refresh again. It doesn't look like, oh, okay. I think you just popped back in. So you should see it all.
Yeah, I got the image off center and I can't figure out how to straighten it.
Okay. All you have to do is left click on it, and then you can move it all around your screen.
Uh,
Or
the
right click.
back.
Sorry.
Oh, right.
All right. We're gonna do the intro, and then we will get into whether or not everybody is seeing the screen properly and all of that stuff. I just want to get this thing started. Okay. Welcome to Warlocks and Whiskey. Today we are playing through The Horror Within from the Arcane Library. Picked this one up online and had a couple of new people who wanted to join in. And I thought this would be a great way to bring some people into the fold of Pop Culture Cosmos. I'm your DM, Melinda. We're going to be working on Foundry today, and we have some people who are brand new to Foundry, some people who are brand new to 5th edition for Dungeons & Dragons today, and we also have some very familiar voices here on Pop Culture Cosmos. We're going to start by talking about some of the other shows and games that you can catch here on Pop Culture Cosmos. Roger is here, so I think we should start off with Monday. Roger, tell us about your game. Yep. Oh, no.
Well, dragons, I think it's inevitable.
Yeah, right. Okay, perfect. On Tuesdays, my husband Rob plays Rob's Whimsically One Shot. He's dying for a different name for it. So, if you happen to be listening on a Tuesday and you have a suggestion, absolutely send it our way. He's taken some player characters from all of the different games here on Pop Culture Cosmos, and he's made them NPCs in his game. It's a great big world, and some pretty interesting twists and turns are on the way. Not to meta or anything like that. No games on Wednesdays currently, and no games on Thursdays currently either, but they are open. So if you are interested in picking up a game and being part of Pop Culture Cosmos, you can reach out to us on social media and help fill those days. We're back to Fridays, which is one of two games every single week. Obviously, this week it's Warlocks and Whiskey. Next week will be Wizards and Wine. That's a group of girls that I've been gaming with for about 3 years. We've been podcasting for the last 2. And when we had the chance to join Pop Culture Cosmos and start streaming our shenanigans, we jumped at the chance. We're in our 3rd season of the podcast, and we're running Tomb of Annihilation. Christine, who you will hear in the game today, is part of that, and there have been 3 out of 4 character deaths so far, but that's what Tomb of Annihilation is all about, right, Christine?
Sure, sure.
Yeah, right, right. On Saturday, you can join Mitch for a Midgard campaign from Kobold Press. That one is called Adventures in the Everlasting City. And on Sunday, Mitch is back with Curse of Strahd. So that's the lineup for Pop Culture Cosmos, Monday right through to Sunday. But today, Mhm. Yes. He sure is. Absolutely. Anything else that I forgot to mention besides Gerald? Sorry, Gerald. Love you. Yeah, right. Okay, we should introduce our players for today. We have met Roger. Christine, can you tell us a bit about yourself and the character that you're playing today?
Hi, I'm Christine. I've been playing for about 3 years since the beginning of Wizards and Wine. That was my first gaming session. Today I'm playing Cypress Starwart. She's a Minotaur fighter. She's 5'9", over 300 pounds, with dark brown and black coloring. She works for the school that well, you'll find out the NPCs later, I guess. But she works for a school as maintenance crew, mostly does the heavy lifting and uh, deals with any odd errant lab projects. And that's how she knows the NPC.
All right, Kai, you want to tell us a little bit about yourself and your character today?
Okay, I'm from Vegas in a band and a few other things, artist. And I've old school Dungeons and Dragons and first time 5e and in this platform of broadcasting. And my character is a cleric, half elf. Well, I can heal you and I could hurt the enemy.
Perfect. And I'm sorry. Yeah, right. And I'm sorry, I don't know your first name, Mr. Chips. Tell us a bit
Uh,
about yourself.
my name is Brian. I actually just recently moved to Vegas, and first time playing D&D with this crew here, off and on for the past 3 years with another group of friends in Michigan, um, and first time on Foundry as well. So
All right.
first time for everything.
Right.
I'll be playing Rolandius. He is a dark blue tiefling, swashbuckling mercenary or prior mercenary. Um, he has done his traveling. He's kind of gone, time to go ahead and put roots in the ground. But he has a strange obsession with the occult and arcana stuff.
Mhm.
And visiting the library quite often is how he has met the NPC.
Got you. Perfect. All right. And is there anybody left? There's Roger, Christine, Kai, Mr. Chips. Oh, Soshi may be joining us a little bit later. He's just feeling a bit under the weather, so I'm not sure if he'll join us, but hopefully this is true. Yeah. What is it? Yeah, Norway or Switzerland, one of the two, right? Okay. That's where I got confused. Okay, perfect. Yeah, me too. It's really been interesting. Okay, so today we are playing through obviously the horror within, and we are going to begin in the parlor of one of the professors from the university. It's a book-filled parlor. The professor's name is Professor Hiroshi Lang. He is an esteemed occult expert. And you're there visiting with his wife, Olivia. And she is making herself kind of busy around the room. And she brings in a teapot with some teacups and some cookies. And as she sets them kind of on the coffee table in front of everyone, she bursts into tears. And she begins to tell you about how her husband went to an opening performance of a play called The Horror Within 3 days ago at the Monview Theater. But the man who came home that night was unrecognizable to her. Had her husband's face, but everything else about him had kind of changed, his attitude and all of that kind of stuff. So as she kind of collapses in a chair across from everyone, she says, she kind of dabs at her cheeks a little bit and she tries to regain her composure. And she says, "I'm sorry about that outburst. Would you mind sharing with me how you know my husband?" And she gestures towards Cyprus first.
Yes. I work for the school he works with. I've moved things for him.
You move things for him. Okay. And you, Zeva, she points in your direction.
Okay, I turned to college and I had to fill space with a class that I wanted, and it turned out to be one that he was teaching.
Oh, so you're one of his students. Wonderful. Do you find him to be a satisfactory professor? You know, he prides himself on that.
He has some interesting topics, and a lot of things are enjoyable.
Oh, that's wonderful. That makes my heart happy. Rolandius, she points to you next. Sorry, I know I pronounced that incorrectly.
No, you're completely fine.
Okay. I'm going to come up with about 8 different pronunciations for your character name. That's just part of my MO.
Oh, I have met the professor quite a few times going to the library. His expertise area is very intriguing.
Wonderful. And I was going to say Thodane. That's not your name in this one. Goodness. Hang on. Jorum. Tell me how you know the professor. So, a quest for knowledge is what I'm getting from each of you, really. Mm-hmm. Well, I'm glad that you are all here today. Uh, the Oh, well,
Hello.
you see, every once in a while, it's good to flex the brain in your head as well as, you know, your biceps and thighs and whatnot. Okay, so she begins to go into a little bit more detail about what has happened at the theater. And she reveals that what she has heard is that the professor is not the only victim from the Monview Theater who needs help. She says that dozens of people who were in attendance and in the audience at the Horror Within's opening night went utterly mad. Some are still missing. The count is around 11 or 12. The City Watch, she says, has not been much help, and even they seem to be unsure of what to do, and has declared the theater a forbidden zone after one of their investigative teams went inside and never returned. Well, that matter is not what we're here to discuss today. We are here, however, to talk about what has happened to my dear husband. I would like to take you now to at least the door where I've been keeping my dear husband. It's simply not safe to have him throughout the house right now. But would you please follow me? And she gets up and of course. So she gets up, and this particular room that you guys are in has like two entrances or exits, or however you want to look at it. So you guys all came in through one exit, and she takes you out through a different door. And this door leads you down a long hallway. Like, you almost think that with the age of this house, this could have been like a servant's hallway at one time in this grand house. And she stops at the front of a door. And I would like you all to give me a perception check, please. So to do that, you just pop open your character sheets, open your attributes, and just click on perception. Okay, and Kai, how are you making out?
Trying to figure it out.
Okay, no problem. Like I said, this is very much a learning thing for most people in here today. So, let me see. I'm going to pop open your character sheet as well, so I can tell you exactly where to look. Okay, it's right on your main page, actually. So, right underneath your strength information, you should see proficiency, inspiration, and then you go into all of your attributes. There you go. Oof, and you got a 1. Okay, so I have a module on here, and it's called dramatic rolls. So when you get a nat 20 or a nat 1, there's going to be like a sound effect that plays. Sometimes they can be a little rude. Sometimes there's farting that happens. It happened once with my group of girls for Wizards and Wine, and everybody was very quiet for a second, trying to figure out if that was somebody or if it was the dice roll. Yeah, it was pretty funny. Anyway. Yeah, and there's, cars with squealing tires, and
I like the cheers. When you get the
the cheers are great. Yeah. Okay. So Rolandius, with that 12, and the 11 as well for Joel Rune, you can hear through the door what sounds like a different language. Do any of you have like a lot of language proficiencies?
You
have a couple?
I have a few.
Minotaur, if it matters.
No, he's not speaking Minotaurian. Is that how Minotaurus?
I just pulled up D&D Beyond.
Okay.
He has more than me. I have Common, Infernal, and Thieves' Cant.
Okay. Well, you guys both have Infernal in common, so we'll go with that as the language. As written, though, it works out a little bit different for those of you watching the stream on Facebook. You can see exactly on the screen what it's supposed to do, but you know what? It's my game and my rules, so I'm changing it a little bit. Excuse me. So Olivia, the professor's wife, says that the damp cellar is the only room that mutes her husband's screaming enough to not alert or worry or cause concern among her neighbors. She also says that it seems to be the only place where he's able to get even a little bit of rest. She does open the door for you, and inside the door, just through the dim light that comes in through the doorway with you, because it is a completely black room, the professor is wrapped in a sheet. There are kind of restraints around him, so he's not able to hurt himself. You do see like some scratches on his cheek and on his neck that do look self-inflicted. He is sitting in a corner. Eyes are very distant, like the 1,000-yard stare kind of situation. And he is just kind of muttering in a guttural language, which we will say is the one that you two both have in common. And you both understand what he's saying. He's saying this: the writhing clot that blackens the stars, the inky tide that swallows the light. And he's saying that over and over and over and over and over. And because you guys, oh, wait, I forgot to do a major thing that we have to do for this particular campaign. Sorry, I got a little bit ahead of myself. But everybody tell me what your wisdom score is. Not your modifier, but the wisdom score. 11, okay.
You said not the modifier, right?
Not the modifier, the actual score, yeah.
13.
I have a 19.
Okay.
9 for Cypress.
9, okay. Right? That's a bad roll right there for you. Okay, so your wisdom modifier is going to give you your sanity points for this particular game. Yeah, because as the game moves on, you'll understand what the point of all of that is. But because Roger and Brian, both your characters were able to understand what he was saying, you've both lost 1 sanity point. So Roger, you're down to 10, and Brian, you're down to 12.
There you go.
Okay. And it doesn't matter how many times he repeats it, you're only ever going to lose that first initial one. Okay. Yeah, a little bit, exactly. That I think that's the kind of the flavor I think that they're going after. Definitely some Cthulhu stuff. Okay, so she just kind of clutches her pearl necklace a little bit, and the look of worry is kind of renewed on her face, and she closes the door quietly, and she ushers you back down the hallway and back into the parlor where your tea and cookies are now waiting for you around the table. And she says, I don't know what has happened at this theater. I don't understand. I know that there are a number of people missing. I'm concerned that there are people who are in the same state as my husband who are just wandering around inside of that theater. And the thought of that simply breaks my heart. There are families who must be worried about them, children, significant others, whatever the case is. And I would really appreciate it if you could help a little bit, because again, I've gone to the City Watch and all they did was simply make the theater a forbidden zone, and that's not going to be enough, I don't think. And I just saw that Soshi dropped in. Hello.
Sushi. Howdy.
Sorry.
Thank you. Sorry,
Yeah.
I had a small headache, so I had to just take a small nap.
No, you're good. So you're feeling good now?
Yeah, I feel better.
Okay, good. I'm glad to hear it. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You should be looking at a screen with a purple creature on the front of it.
Yep. I have not. This is new to me.
Okay, so a super quick lesson. Sorry, guys, we'll just put that on hold for a second. If you just double click on your character icon that's on the screen,
Yep.
that should open up your character sheet.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you're looking at, for example, if you want to use your Eldritch Blast, I know that's a pretty popular one for people, so we'll use that. You don't click on the word in this one because that will just open up a description of what that is. You actually click on the picture right beside it.
Right. Got it.
Okay, and once you do that, it will pull it into the chat window.
And if I just do this?
Yeah, just do it so we can just have a look. Yeah. Okay, so you're with your halberd. If you hit attack, it will open up another window that has advantage, normal, and disadvantage.
So if I press normal, it just rolls it.
Yep. And then if you hit damage underneath that first attack button that you hit, it will roll the
Yep.
damage for that. And boom, 7 damage. So that's basically how that works. Okay.
Very nice.
Your attributes are on the next page, which is where you'll get like your perception checks and all of that kind of stuff. Inventory is where you can look at everything that your character has. Spell book is where you'll see all of your different spells and which ones you have. What's the word I'm looking for? Readied for the day.
Mhm.
Other than that, let me think. What else might come up? Your initiative stuff. You can roll initiative right from your character sheet. You can just hit the INI, or you can right click on your character sheet, and there will be a couple little. Yes, sorry. Right click on
Okay.
your token, and there's a shield with 2 swords. And if you click on that, it will put you into combat, and you'd be able to roll right in the encounter window.
All right. I don't see anything happening right now when I click on it, though.
Because you're already, yeah, and you're already in the encounter because you rolled off of the character sheet earlier. So
Right. Got it.
yeah, okay. But again, that's just a super quick rundown, and I'm more than happy to pause game and help all of our new players get through this one. So Foundry does come with a little bit of a learning curve, and even I'm still figuring stuff out and learning new buttons and stuff. So not super huge. Mhm. Perfect.
All right. Good to know.
Gotcha.
Thanks for that.
Alrighty. So, the professor's wife, Olivia, suggests that maybe you start at the theater. If you want to, help the professor.
Okay. And then Cyber just turns around and
What
Okay,
was that,
I'm
Roger?
in.
Sorry?
I said, okay, I'm in.
Okay, cool. Yes, because if we weren't, then, well, this would be the end of the game today, so. Right?
Let's go
Sorry,
for drinks.
not interested. That's funny. Also,
Uh,
what is the wisdom score for Hyrel?
oh, should I really say that out loud?
Just the score, yeah.
Got it. There's a 7.
Okay.
oh my.
Yeah. So in this
Thought I'd be the
game,
worst.
in this game, you're going to track sanity points, okay? And you start with 7 because of your wisdom score.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Just so that's the
I'll
purpose.
write them down somewhere.
Yeah. Okay. I'm also keeping track of it as well, so hopefully I'll manage to actually keep track of it instead of losing focus and not keeping track of it, which is also part of my MO. All right.
Fun.
So everyone is off to the theater. Okay, so gonna right. I'm going to activate the next map, and you guys should all move over here slowly but surely.
I'm stuck at 90%.
Sometimes it just takes a sec. Yep. Because these are pretty big maps. Well, not big maps, but high resolution maps, so sometimes it can take a minute. Okay.
Oh,
To be honest, I haven't gone in to look at like what walls are here. I have no idea what's it sure
Choose
is.
your own
I didn't
adventure.
Yeah, right? No, it doesn't look like there's any walls or anything, so that's fine. Not a huge deal. All right.
How does the vision work exactly? It's like flashing between just seeing my token and seeing everything else.
Okay.
Got it.
Yeah, just let me update. I was going to use Fog of War, but I won't do that because I just want to make sure that everybody has a stress-free kind of feeling today.
Um,
Gotcha.
Okay, perfect.
can I do an action before we open up the door?
That works.
Yes, just give me a second though to get us into the scene, and then we can work on all of that stuff before we head inside. Okay. All right.
Okay.
So you guys approach the Monview Theater. And it is a theater in a state of, well, disrepair. There's crumbling columns and gargoyles decorating the facade of the two-story Monview Theater. Iron bars cover the murky half-moon windows. The marquee has been ripped down, but there is a lingering scrap that is hanging from the front of it, and it says penned by Bertrand Gillard. Gilliard. I don't know. I can't read. Rising star of the stage. The front door is boarded shut and it says closed indefinitely by order of the City Watch. Trespassers arrested on sight. So that brings us to the front of the theater. Kai, what was it that you wanted to do?
Okay, climb up the wall and stand just above the door.
Okay, so you're going to be standing like horizontally out from the door?
Yeah, I'd be just above the door.
Okay, no problem. All right, so that happens. So the next question is, how do you guys want to attempt to get into the theater? Sure. I do. Mm.
I'm
Gotcha.
a cleric.
Hirel is a holy paladin wearing chainmail.
I'm a fighter in half plate.
Melinda, is it okay if I say that? I hope it's okay if I say that.
That was a brilliant introduction.
Rolandius is a swashbuckling rogue with a rapier and shield.
Ooh. And full of sneaky, huh?
Or just really loud and stabby person.
Hey, you know.
As long as no one's around me, I can stab it multiple times.
Fun.
Okay. Yeah, right?
You gotta go after the ego first. You gotta go after the ego.
Oh,
Mm.
nice. That's always good.
I was literally shocked when I saw your AC. I was like, there's no way that this is right for Roger.
My God.
Nice.
That's my philosophy as well. That's why I always dump like one of the intelligence stats because it's so funny just being that character.
Yeah.
Oh God. Just stand in the back, I
Oh,
guess.
to let the group know, I have slippers of spider climbing and chain shirt.
Oh, we got magic items?
Which is how she was able to walk up the side of the building. Yeah.
Fun.
Don't worry, there's more magic. Well, okay, I don't want to say too much, but okay.
Oh, no worries.
Ew.
Hilarious.
Before you continue, I also have a quick question. Just a
Sure.
little more of a recap, really. If I got it right, our dear friend Professor Lang is changed after coming out of this theater, right?
Yes. Yep.
And his wife asked us to come investigate.
Yes.
That's basically it.
Yeah, 11 or 12 people still missing.
Gotcha. I could just piece it together with context clues, so I got it. Great.
Correct.
Might as well send the adventurers.
I'll send the
Gotcha.
adventurers.
Our turn.
Oh my gosh. Roger.
Alright.
Yeah.
Exactly.
For me, it's always Mel's.
Yeah.
Well, that's my. I guess I'm good then. I know what I'm doing.
Okay, perfect. So you guys are standing in front of the building with the exception of Kai's character, who's currently standing on the wall above you guys, right above the door. The doors are boarded up, and there is a note across that says, trespassers will be arrested on site by order of the city watch, yada, yada, yada.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, right.
Don't hold me, guys.
Any ideas on how to get into the building?
Can I check the door?
Sorry, what was that?
Can I check the door?
Absolutely. It is boarded
Yep.
up.
All right. Hmm.
Is there
No,
any?
we'll just stand around and look around awkwardly because he has not good vision.
Certainly. I take out my halberd and I use it on the door.
Perfect. Give me a roll. Give me a strength check.
Strength check.
Mhm.
That's ability check, right?
Yes. 23.
Ooh.
No
There we
problem.
go.
You're able to you're definitely able to pry the boards off. And you're also able to kind of kick the doors open. They were chained shut, but you were able to kind of bust the lock and with pure brute strength get the doors open so everybody
He's
can go inside.
Being careful not to hit Kai above the door.
Absolutely, yeah. Oh, I'm gonna
Yeah, Ziba.
Ziva.
Oh, sorry, Azib.
The door's open.
Yes, so the door's
I'm
open.
gonna poke my head in and just look around.
Okay. You poke your head in, and it just seems like a old, quiet building. I mean, there are signs of the horrible evening that happened the last time that there was an audience in attendance here. You do see, like playbills kind of thrown on the floor, food and empty glasses and things like that are kind of strewn about the floor. But other than that, I mean, it's not overly dusty or run down or anything like that. It's just a little unkempt at this point.
All right, holding my own halberd at ready, I'm gonna step in.
Absolutely.
Cypress follows.
Mhm.
I'll take the front.
I'll be right behind Cypress.
Hmm?
Okay.
Where
Have we
I
described
walk.
our characters?
I'll walk through the door along the wall, back wall, on the right hand side.
Okay. You want to move your token right into exactly where you are? Perfect.
And I'm up at height of the door.
Okay, so you're about like 8 feet up?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. All right. So you guys get inside and you hear a little bit of a shuffle happening, almost like there's somebody inside. And you just hear, "Hello. Would you like to meet my friend Gavin? I had to kill him, but he's not mad at me. Isn't that right, Gavin?" and you see this head poke out from
Oh,
down the hallway a little bit. And as he mentions that, you do kind of get that like gross smell. Blech. But Robalt is his name. Yeah, they just got that smell of yucky. And he walks towards you and introduces himself as Robalt. Hello, I am Robalt. Nice to meet you. Welcome to the theater.
Good
Why'd you
evening,
kill him?
robots.
Carol will snort the smell out and just hold his halberd ready while whispering, "Madness!"
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so Robalt doesn't look like somebody who has always been a couple of sandwiches short, you know? Like he's dressed in fine silk clothes. They're maybe a little ragged at this point, but he's like wearing a bowler's hat. He just looks like he was or is a man of means.
Okay.
We were too perceptive.
Got Oh,
Pretty much.
don't worry about that for me. That's fine. Gotcha.
Okay, it's perfect.
Why'd
Okay.
you kill him?
He says, because he came in here and he was not invited. He was not going to be one of us, so I had to take care of it.
Carol will.
No, he wasn't going to be one of us.
Carol will likely stomp his halberd on the ground and ask, "Well, are we invited then?"
Are you trying to be intimidating?
No, just asking in general.
A general question? Okay. And he goes, I don't know. That's up to you, really, isn't it? Why don't you come closer and have a better look at Gavin, my dear friend? I can show you this.
Rolandian, as I will go ahead and take that invite. I will take a closer look at Gavin.
Okay, perfect. And this is, by the way, not much of a picture, but it is a little bit of a idea of what this guy looks like.
Okay.
Yeah, a little bit.
Super shady.
Yeah, right. So he walks everybody up this way, and like right about here is probably where the dead body is.
Cypress looks around the rest of the room. Anything of note?
Nothing really of note right here, but if everybody wants to give me a perception check, everybody who's gone to have a closer look at the body of dear Gavin, please give me
Yeah.
perception.
I'm focusing mostly on the room.
Yeah.
I can't help with dead bodies.
Sure.
Not this time.
It's not living enough.
Okay.
I'm just hyper focused on the body to talk to Gavin.
Beautiful.
Oh, that was my first roll.
That's great.
All right. And Zeva, do you want to give me a roll as well?
Okay.
Okay. Everybody that rolled a 5 or higher, because you guys are all, parts of this city and parts of this community. Gavin is wearing the uniform of the City Watch. Okay.
I can't make sense of it. I don't know where this has come from at all. Who is this man?
Let me see. La, 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 la. Okay, so we've. Yep.
So, Robalt, I have a question. Did Gavin here, did he bring some buddies that were uninvited as well?
He did, but they they seemed more interested in becoming one of us. So they're still here, but I'm not sure where.
Okay, okay. Just wanted to make sure we knew how big of a party we might be walking into.
Yes, there is a number, but I'm not going to tell you. It just means that you believe a certain belief, but I can't tell you what. Only your actions will decide. He kind of he laughs, and it's this really like bizarre laugh. And this laughter does raise the attention of members of the City Watch who come into the theater. And they come up behind your group. And this one here is obviously the leader of the particular group of watch people who are in to talk to you. And he says, "Excuse me, but this theater has been closed indefinitely. So could you all please tell me why exactly you have found yourselves inside of these doors?"
These are new ones from outside?
Yes.
Wait, we have a bard?
There was a swashbuckler.
He's a rogue. I turn around.
Somebody
I'm
proficient.
going. I'm gonna turn. I'll turn around and like give a courteous bow and go. Can I tell if he's a captain? Like, is he just he's just the leader, or is he a rank?
Yeah, he's a rank. He's a higher rank than the other three who are with him. We'll call him, for the sake of time and brain power, we'll call him the captain.
Oh, good evening, Captain. We were just here. We saw the door was wide open. We were concerned about all the people, and we just wanted to do a public safety inquiry.
Public safety, hey? And as he is standing around and taking a look on the captain? Oh, absolutely, yeah. I'm going to do this roll before we roll for deception, though, because he doesn't see the dead body yet. So do your deception roll with advantage, please.
Dun-dun-dun.
18. Yeah. He believes you to be some kind of inspector. And although, oh wow, nice. Sure. But the captain is like, this isn't probably the first time that we have had something, not quite make it to our attention before things started to happen. So, as long as you are, oh goodness, okay, so that guy, sorry, that guard doesn't notice anything either. Yeah, they are pretty bad.
You had
Okay.
to say that.
Right?
What'd you
All
do?
right. So this guy kind of steps out from the beside the captain and kind of elbows the captain a little bit and goes, "Excuse me, captain," and points out the dead body on the floor. And mhm. Okay. Mhm. Gotcha. Okay, let me just have a look here. What do I want for that? Give me a performance check. The captain kind of catches your drift, but he's not entirely convinced that you are not here along with Robalt. I mean, it's a little bit weird how he comes into your group of people standing around with a dead body. It really is how it's what he's pointing. Yeah.
Um, actually, can I persuade the captain to let us investigate this and he goes back to doing whatever he does?
Sure, give it a shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good
I
visual.
rolled a 23.
Incredible. All right. So, Zeva, you kind of make your way into this conversation as you're standing out from the wall and you're kind of looking almost like the captain, almost square in the eye from your vantage point. And he kind of looks a little startled for a second because, let's face it, he hasn't been super perceptive up to this point. But he goes, right, right. You want to investigate. And as he's saying this, he's kind of like backing up, like, y'all are weird. We're just gonna leave. We're gonna talk about whether or not we need to do something about this, but we're gonna do that outside of this building. So
Cypress raises an arm, just waves by.
yeah, yeah, he's like, this is a little bit. Yeah, he's like, this is a little bit much for me. So I'm just gonna leave the building, and he closes the door behind him. Doesn't lock it, but he closes the door, and you do see him kind of place one of the boards, the one that had the notice on it, back up in front of the door, just so nobody else comes into the building. Okay.
All right.
Well, he's a courteous captain.
Very
Anytime.
perfect. Okay, so you guys have walked in through the front door, which means in the next one, I go here. All right. So as you guys, are you going to start to explore a little bit? How are you going to approach it?
I'd like to investigate Robalt in more detail, more in
Sure.
depth. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like his clothes, his eyes, like, what
Yeah.
happened to him exactly. Was he
Yeah,
target?
his eyes are like I best described as wild. They're very glassy. And underneath his bowler's hat that he's wearing, his hair is very obviously disheveled. Kind of matches the look of his fine clothes, although very fine, are very freshly tattered. Does that make sense? Do you know what I mean?
Mm.
Like he's
Yeah,
been freshly in a scuffle of some sort. Yeah.
gotcha.
Yep. And he just kind of steps over to the side and goes back to talking to his dead friend, Gavin.
Fun.
And it's muttering. Like, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. He's like talking about the weather outside, and every once in a while you do hear something about the play, but it's just bits and pieces of stuff, and it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense.
All right.
Cypress is going to move further into the room. She's going to keep near Robalt, though, in case his colors change.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah,
No
same.
problem. Okay, so as you guys step into this area, which is marked as number 1 on the map, you do see these staircases, obviously, that go up, one to the left and one to the right. There's number 2 and number 3. And the doors that are straight in front of you, are they locked? Let me have a quick look. I would say, okay, perfect. No, the doors to the auditorium, if you would like to go through this way, are unlocked as well. So you can go left, right.
All right.
Sure. Oh, yes. Mm. He says, I can't. I have to stay here with Gavin. But if you go this way, and he points down towards where the number 2 is on the map, he goes, those are really fancy boxes. And if you go this way, and he points down towards number 3, he goes, even more fancy boxes. And you'll never know what you're going to find inside of those. And if you go through those doors, and he points obviously through the doors that will take you into the main theater area, he says, there's definitely going to be something interesting in there for you, but Robald can't go.
Okay.
Guys, I'm getting a good feeling from Robots.
Okay. Um,
Which way did you go?
I cast Shield of Faith on myself, which increases my AC for the duration.
Okay.
I would like
Cypress.
to address.
I rolled a 23 per. Wait a minute. I casted it.
Yep, you've got Shield of
Oh.
Faith up there now.
Wait.
So it's +2 to your AC. Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Sweet.
Cypress
I'd like
asks
to-
Robalt which way he went. What did he see?
Oh, I have been everywhere in here, and some places are a little bit spooky, some places are not so much, but this is all for you to discover, and then you will decide if you want to be one of us.
Not
I
helpful.
look at the person, one of us.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Oh, you will see. You're in the theater now.
I'm going
So-
to address him as well.
Yep.
Yeah. Fuck doing the voice. I don't feel like doing it. I'm gonna ask him. Giving a snort first while I look at him, and we'll ask where exactly his friends are. So perhaps we can ask them how we can join
Oh.
if we know where they are.
Oh, they are all over. Most of them underground.
In the theater,
Yes.
they're all snorts.
And Rubalt very obviously kind of disconnects from you guys even being in the room, and he's focused again on the body of Gavin.
All right.
Cypress looks down and stomps a hoof. What's below her right now?
Give me investigation. It sounds like a solid floor.
Not down here.
Well, I would say we should might as well just go to the big room. I have a feeling if we're going to see anything interesting, it might be best to go straight ahead.
Okay.
Obviously, you realize I came down off the wall.
Perfect.
Cypress heads towards the door. Does anyone stop her from opening it?
Oh no, I agree with Samantha just going in, head in.
Okay.
I will quickly just hold my halberd out and mutter a few words though. Let me just do this.
Yep.
Does this work?
Yeah, the door is open. You guys can just go right inside.
I just wanted to know if anyone wanted to stop her before she went in.
Sure, yeah.
I'm just casting this on myself.
Okay.
She enters and goes not all the way in, but first few rows maybe.
Yes.
Huzzah.
Okay.
Is it like a marker I can put on myself?
And I climb up the wall to stand right above the door.
Okay. Perfect. All right. Whoops. Okay, so you guys have walked inside. So as you go through this area, there are a couple of still lit torches on the walls. So there is a little bit of light. We'll call it dim light. Everybody has some kind of dark vision, correct?
I
Okay.
do.
Perfect. So what you're able to see is rows of upholstered seats that are facing an elevated stage. There's also a shallow musician's pit beneath it, and a velvet curtain is lowered on the stage.
I double
I
checked.
cast
I
light.
don't. I don't have dark vision, so.
I'm gonna cast light as a cantrip.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
There are also two enormous chandeliers that illuminate this circle of like a weird symbol that is etched on the stage.
I can actually place it. How does that work?
Yeah, so you should be able to place measured template. So if you click on that and then move it over, yeah, just like that.
That's cool. All right,
Yeah.
sorry for. Yeah, I was casting on myself. I was thinking, but I'm not sure how to do that.
Sure. Oh, you could throw it on any of this. Yeah, you could
Yeah.
throw it on any of the seats. You could throw it on
Your
really
helmet,
anything that's in the
your
room. Yeah.
weapon.
I'm
Yeah.
just going to grab them.
Okay.
Where I put it?
Cypress steps further in. She
Okay.
has her halberd out just in case.
Mhm.
Perception check when she gets to about like the bandstand area.
Okay, perfect. All right.
I have my crossbow out.
Okay. You're able to. You can tell that there is something on the stage, and it does look like it's made some kind of pattern. You'll have to get a little bit closer to have a look. Cypress is probably already able to see it, but something that is frankly disturbing. There are 6 lifeless bodies that are sitting in the front row with horror locked onto their faces.
Oh boy.
And there are doors also to the left and the right of the stage. So that's this area over here and this little spot over here.
I point to the bodies and I say, "More dead." So they just look scared. They don't look
Yes, correct.
stabbed or anything.
Okay, how high is the ceiling?
The ceiling in here is 40 feet high.
Okay, I go up to the ceiling, walk upside down above the
Okay.
people.
Mm-hmm. Okay. No problem. Are you like examining the bodies, investigating kind of thing?
Who?
Zeva, sorry. From the
Actually,
ceiling?
I'm just looking around and taking everything and try to see if I pick up something unusual.
Okay, perfect. So give me an Arcana check. Okay, cool. You're not sure what the symbol on the stage is for because you're probably the first person who's able to see the whole thing entirely. But you do know that it is some kind of summoning something, but you can't quite figure out exactly what it is from this vantage point.
And I relay that to the group.
Okay.
Do you say it's like a weird arcane sign?
Yeah,
All right.
it looks like summoning place.
I'm gonna look over to it and say to the group that I'm gonna head forward to check it out.
Okay. Are you reading the symbols?
Yeah, I'd like to do that. Yes.
Okay. You lose 1 sanity point.
Fun.
So you're down to 6. All right.
Would I be able to read the symbols?
Not from where you are, not up high. That's why you didn't really lose any sanity points or anything. Plus,
Okay,
with your 8 roll, you'll have to get closer to really have a good look at it.
I moved forward. I'm pretty much almost above the musician pit.
Okay. All right. Again, from 40 feet high, though, it's going to have to be a pretty good look at it. So give me a from that high up, I think it would have to be investigation again.
I
Okay.
rolled a
Yep.
16.
Yep. Okay. Same thing. So you lose a sanity point as well. So you're down to 18. And yeah, you can tell at this point that it is something or someone trying to summon a being from the outer planes.
And I let the group know.
Okay. You're Yeah, it's kind of like you're not frightened, but you're definitely starting to question things that you're seeing. It's almost like a disbelief, and it gets stronger the more you lose these sanity points.
Does the rest of our team notice?
You guys aren't. I wouldn't say that you guys are a close knit group of adventurers at this point, but you may notice, like, if somebody in the group is or has been like calm and seems to have it together at this point, and they start to get more and more excitable, you're definitely going to figure it out. That kind of stuff.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
Anybody want to have a look at the bodies?
That's what I was about to do.
Perfect. Give me a medicine check.
A medicine?
Mhm.
Oh, that's going to be great.
You do know that they are dead. The dead bodies are dead.
I can at least let us know they are dead, everyone. We don't have to worry about them coming back. Well,
Right.
hopefully not coming back.
Question.
Yes.
Is there an easy way to get back to the floor from here, or do I have to go to a wall and climb down?
You would probably have to, I mean, 40 feet is pretty high, so you'd go to a wall and walk down. If you tried to just kind of disconnect from the ceiling and land on the ground, you are going to take some bludgeoning damage.
What if Cypress catches her?
I mean,
Arms
that
out.
is a gamble. That is a gamble. You can give it a shot, but if you miss,
I'll leave it to Zeva.
yeah.
Okay, I'll walk to the closest wall, climb down the wall, walk back to the group,
Mhm.
and then cast calm emotion on the group.
Okay, no problem. The shock of seeing 6 lifeless bodies feels a little less shocking. You're able to maybe be able to look a little more objectively instead of dealing with the horror of seeing these bodies sitting in these seats.
Yeah, a little bit less insanity to all you guys.
So
Okay.
are the bodies like tied down to the chairs or are they just there?
They're just there. It's like they died in the seats they were sitting in.
Do they look old or recent?
It's recent-ish. It's like within the last, I believe it's in the book. It's either the last 24 or 48 hours. Like, this is all pretty recent.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Anybody else want to have a look at the bodies? Yeah, they're not too bad. Do you want to do a medicine check? Okay.
Yeah, I'd like to do one as well.
Medicine, please.
Cypress is just keeping her eye out for any threats. Which is not helpful with this smart stuff.
I get what you mean.
Okay, give me investigation.
I was gonna try as well after he's done.
Yeah.
Oh,
Something
wow.
happened to the spell.
Oh, poor Roger.
Oh.
Okay, who wanted to take another look?
I did.
Okay, go for it. Investigation or medicine?
All right. I would go medicine because it'd be funny. I would go medicine because it'd be funny, but I'm just gonna go investigation.
Sure, yeah.
Here we go.
Okay, cool. So through your investigation, you kind of start to figure out maybe a little bit more about the last moments in these 6 people's lives. That's a really horrible sentence. I apologize. But you're able to kind of deduce through your investigation and really kind of looking them over that the likely cause of death was probably heart attack. And you're coming to that conclusion because of the look of shock and horror that is that has remained on their faces.
I'm gonna close your eyes once I'm done looking them over as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, Zeva, you did say something, and what was it that you wanted to do?
Yeah, when I did calm emotions, cast a spell, something happened and it disappeared. Was I supposed to place it?
Yes. So that is a placed measured, or sorry, a template kind of measurement situation. So if you just click on place measured template, yeah, there you go. And you can drop it into. Yeah, that's
Yep.
perfect.
No.
Yeah, right. That's really very funny. Okay. Anybody else want to do a little more exploring of this room?
I would like to get up on the stage.
Sure.
Yeah. Just get a better vantage point, I suppose. What do I see?
See this.
Oh boy.
Everyone, please roll for initiative.
What do?
Yeah,
Yeah,
these
what do you-
were so this adventure came with some homebrewed monsters. So I had to kind of try to build them as best I could in
Oh,
Pardon?
yeah, I forgot.
Yes.
Okay, question. How do I roll for initiative?
Okay. There's a couple of different ways you can do it. You can pop open your character sheet. And where's initiative on this sheet? Boop, boop, boop. I don't see it, which is weird.
Okay, can I just roll a 20-sided dice?
You can, or another way that you can do it is you can right click on your token. And remember the shield with the 2 swords behind it? Click on that. Perfect. So now all you have to do is go over into the combat window. Remember the one with the fist? Perfect.
Oh.
That's a nat 20.
Nice.
Well done. Okay. So
Who rolled a natural 20?
you did, yeah. All right. So I'm going to hit begin combat, and what you're going to see is this circle, and that means that it is that token's turn in combat. So, Zeva, you are up first. What would you like to do?
Okay, what am I looking at?
You have these 3 enemies. There's one up here on the stage with Hyrel, and then there's 2 down here in this corner as well.
Okay, does my character understand what they are?
Give me a history check. You have heard of these before, and you believe, based on the description of what you're seeing, you believe them to be void spawn.
Right now, I'm quickly looking through my spell book to see if I've got anything.
Sure, yeah. Oh, and while you're doing that, I need everybody to what's the word I'm looking for? To make a wisdom saving throw, please. You need a 15 or higher to pass.
Wait, no.
And if you fail, you lose 1d4 worth of sanity points.
You said wisdom?
Yes.
Just straight wisdom?
You're good. Yep. Well, it's wisdom saving throw, so whatever that.
Right. Wisdom saving throw.
Yep.
Where do I find those?
What if you match it?
Oh.
If you
Yeah.
match it, you're fine.
Okay.
Okay, where is it?
Ah, damn it.
Where is the saving throw?
Yeah, for wisdom.
So on your character sheet, you have your wisdom square, and you have one side that says +4 and one side that says +7. The +7 is your saving throw. So if you click on that, it should roll it for you.
What did it do? 1d4.
That wasn't you, that was somebody else.
That was me doing it, sorry.
Yep.
I'm clicking the +7 and it's not working.
It's not working? Okay, no problem. Let's try it another way, because these character sheets all work a little bit different. So just click on the word wisdom. And then there should be a box that opens up, and it's going to ask if you want it as an ability check or a saving throw. And we want the saving throw. Okay. Yeah. So
Damn, yeah.
I need a 1d4 from Rolandius. And Zeva, I need you to roll a d4 as well. Now you can do that in the bottom of the chat. There is a perfect. Okay,
Oh, that
so
would be-
Rolandius, you drop by 2.
I'm down to 10.
You're down to 10, correct?
Yes.
Okay, and Kai Zeva drops 2 as well, so you're down to 16.
So glad that my real life dice rolling skills are translating over to Boundary quite well.
Oh, mine's the same.
Okay. Yeah, right?
I miss my dice jail.
I know. Poor Christine. It's just the hardest time with digital dice. Okay, Zeva, have you decided what you're going to do yet?
They're not considered undead, are they?
They are not.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out the best thing.
Oh, that was. Oh, you can talk as other people. Sorry about that. That was
Oh
me asking.
gosh, that's funny.
Yeah.
To GM roll, it should just show me what your role is. Should.
Yeah. Can I also just send messages through it, or how
I
does that
believe
work?
so. I mean, try it. I haven't had anybody try that yet since I got it. So, can everybody see that? Okay.
Hello.
Okay. Then no. Yeah. I'll send you on Discord then. This is just a short thing.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to try Bane.
Do it.
Yeah.
Okay. So all 3 of them have a charisma saving throw. Perfect. All right. Charisma saving throw. 1. They do. 2.
It would be scarier if they were charismatic.
That's funny. 3. They all fail. So that means that they now roll a d4 and subtract that number from an attack roll or saving. Okay. -1d. Right? Wild parsnip. 1d4 from attack and save throws. Perfect. All right. Anything else, Zeva, or is that your turn?
That's my turn.
Okay, perfect. Great turn. Cypress. Yes. So 3 more minutes and we'll take a 5-minute break so we can all feed dogs and refresh our drinks and go look at some flowers. All right.
There's no
Uh,
flowers in Vegas.
Cypress is going to use her movement to get close to these guys over here.
Absolutely.
Let's do that. And just taking out our halberd and butchering this one.
Okay.
I hope. Mhm. She gets 2 attacks. First attack.
First attack hits.
Damage.
7.
Second attack.
Always for everyone. HP update. Another 14 or a 14. Yes. Okay, that hits.
And damage for this one.
14 damage.
And
Dang.
Nice.
Yeah, right.
These guys aren't very large, are they? Just tiny things.
They are considered, of course, I didn't write that down on these little sheets. Just give me a quick second and I can tell you. I didn't even write it down in my journal notes.
As long as they're not larger than me, then it should be all right. Just want to make sure that
Want
I'm
to double
size
check.
medium.
Well, you are medium. Okay, just give me a quick second.
Is it weird to use things like noodles?
These guys are large.
They're large? Okay,
Yep.
so well, I'll still do it anyways, but bonus action hammering horns.
Okay.
So essentially just an attempt to shove in. I just wanted to do it.
You know, more than one size larger. Okay, well they're one size larger, so it would be
Oh
fine.
yeah, right, because I
Yeah. Unless it succeeds on a strength saving throw, a DC 15. Okay.
up to 10 feet away.
Have a look. Fails. So you shove, and he is up against the wall.
End of my turn.
Perfect. And on that zinger, we're going to take our 5-minute break.
We need to recover.
Yeah, right. Okay, so everybody, we'll be back. Bursting Blade. Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
At second level, you gain 2 Eldritch invocations of your choice. Additionally, when you gain a level in this class, you can choose the invocations that you know. If an Eldritch invocation prerequisites, you must. You can attack with your packed weapon twice instead of once whenever you make an attack action on your turn. So you're asking if you can stack that so you would attack 4 times?
No, so I can use Booming Blade and attack again.
Oh, okay, got you. All right.
Because I'm
I'm
not
gonna,
sure.
I'm gonna say yeah. I mean, it's a one shot, so I don't really want to nerf anybody's characters too badly. And I'm all for, big turns with big damage and all of that kind of stuff. So,
All right, sure.
yep. So when you use that, it would be three swings plus a bonus action where you can punch or kick or whatever.
Wait, would it be 3 swings? What did we just do?
Yeah. How does that sound?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so I can
That
just do it
feels
like
right.
after
Does
attack
that
a
feel?
Booming Blade.
And does that feel right? I mean,
I don't know. That's not, I really have
okay.
no idea.
Sure. Well, that's the ruling that we'll make. Yeah. Yeah.
But we can try it and see how it goes.
Yeah. Right. But it's still going to give you big damage and all of that kind of stuff.
Hmm.
Cool.
Well, I'm good.
Okay. Perfect. Is everybody back? Roll call.
I'm here.
Haley is here.
I'm here.
Okay. Perfect. I think that's everybody. All right.
Sweet.
Yay, Loki. So that is Cypress's full turn, correct?
Correct.
Okay. So there's nothing else you want to do there?
Nope, that was everything.
Okay. It is now his turn. And I put down, probably didn't because that would have been helpful and I wasn't thinking about that at 1 o'clock this morning. We have a quick look at something here. Excuse me. Okay. So, perfect. All right. So after getting pushed backwards, this one is going to take a step forward again. So he's in melee range again with Cypress, and he has multi-attack. So he's going to make 2 tentacle attacks. One is going to be a straight attack for grappling. So make a saving throw, Constitution saving throw. You got to beat a 13. And you do, so no problem.
Yeah.
And second attack, tentacle slam.
Another Constitution.
And that's also going to miss. Now, don't do that Constitution saving throw on that second one. Again, these guys were like a homebrewed thing, so I had to piece together and get as close to what I could get in the actual module itself into Foundry. So I'm sure there was a way that I could have done it better, but again, at 1 o'clock last night, I was like, yep, that'll work. Okay, so that's his turn. Hyrel.
All right. Muttering a few words, an incantation, he's just gonna quickly brandish his halberd and cover it in lightning, I suppose, or whatever the damage type is, and do a little smack.
Sure.
Let me just get the halberd in here. It's a lot of things like maneuver through. A lot of
Yeah, there is.
menus.
There is. I agree.
All right, attack and regular.
21 hits.
All right, it's a magic weapon +1. I don't know if that counts. Does it
Yep.
count?
It does, yeah.
Like, does it do the +1 into the automatically? I don't know.
I It might in the damage where you're using your booming blade. Correct?
Right. Maybe.
Are you using it one-handed or two-handed?
I'm using a two-handed.
Two-handed? Okay, so don't hit the damage button, hit the versatile button.
Got it.
And that will roll the higher dice.
That's 2d8 plus bonus. I'm really confused by this. I'll roll
Okay.
the attack itself first, I suppose. Damage itself.
Sure.
Plus 1 from magic, I think, and regular hit.
So 7. Okay.
Yep. And then the booming blade, which would do 28 on hit.
Okay. Another 7, so 14 altogether.
Yep. And
Oh,
2d8 if it moves. I think.
together. Interesting.
Yeah, and 2d8 if it moves. And that was my first hit. God, there's so much going on. And just a regular help attack again.
Oh,
Swinging my
it's
halberd
funny.
around.
All these creatures are tied together. Hang on a second.
Okay.
Before I apply that damage, I just want to. See if it wasn't something that I did last night when I was doing this. So Christine's had taken it down that much.
All right.
Did it apply to all of them? It did. It still applied to all of them. Okay. I guess we'll just have to do that by pen. Okay.
All right.
Quick second.
Yeah, I didn't add the +1 modifier. I gotta do it manually. Give me a second.
Okay. So 1 is on stage. Number 2 is in melee with Christine. And number 3 hasn't been hit. Okay. So far, number 2 has taken 14 damage. Number 1 has just taken also 14 damage. Okay, and number 3 is still fine. All right. All right, I'm ready for your next attack.
All right. There's the roll.
I believe 11 misses. Yes, 11 misses.
All right. As a miss with that swing, I'm gonna just swing my halberd back in and try to smack him in the head with one part of it.
Mm-hmm.
If I can do this.
Okay.
Wait, I need to do that attack roll again. Oh, so messy. And
Take the action attack and attack with blade, halberd, quarterstaff. Do. Yeah, 12 misses.
and that's my turn.
Okay, perfect. All right, Joel Rune. Oh, and now I've taken these guys out of initiative. Hang on, because I took them off the board. Yep, apologies. Okay, we'll get them coming up in the next turn order. Sorry. Go ahead, Roger. No. Okay, so number 1 was that is on the stage, and number 2, which is in melee with Christine's character, have both taken 14 points of damage. This guy over here hasn't taken any yet. Okay. Yeah. Mm. Okay.
I think they do
Okay, so you have 3 beams. Do you want to do just one as a straight Eldritch Blast and then one as agonizing and one as repelling? Okay, I
Three
can live with
beams.
that. Yeah.
Wow. Right.
Oh no.
No, it doesn't. Go ahead and roll for each one. For sure. But are you doing these in order? Like 1, 2, 3? Okay. Oh, it's all going for that one? Okay. Perfect. All right. That's a miss. Oh.
Oh my god.
It's biting back.
Oh my god. Change your dice.
Mhm.
Go change your digital dice.
Go change your colors.
Yeah. Yes. I agree. Is that your turn? Yes.
Keeping the dead company.
Okay. Gotcha. All right. This one is going to take a step forward and come into melee with Christine. So multi attack, we're going to do a tentacle slam. And again, this one won't have the saving throw on it. Does a 15 hit?
Does not.
Okay. And straight up tentacles, make that DC 13 con save. And woof. Ending its effect. Okay, so you are we're gonna call it grappled. These
Okay.
guys. And on each turn you can redo your saving throw, obviously, to get out of it, okay?
Yep.
I know with grappled I think it's supposed to be a strength check, but I'm trying to knit together what they had here for these
No worries.
creatures. So
It's a hugging me.
yeah, essentially. But violently hugging you. Okay. Rolandius.
All right. Well, I guess I'm going to. Well, I have to measure this. I can only go 30 feet.
Okay.
Oh,
Dash as well, though.
is that okay, or do I have to move away because she's in that space?
No, it's fine.
Okay.
We just yeah.
And well, gonna shake my rapier at them since I can't swing at them with that.
You
But
can dash if you would like.
oh yeah, I forgot. I actually have never used dash.
Mhm.
1 second. That just doubles my.
Yeah, so you can take another full movement.
Oh, wrong button. Okay, well, I will get closer to them.
Okay.
And then I won't put the one that's grappling Cypress on fire.
Okay.
Probably a good thing. But I
Thanks.
will. Where's that skill? Do-do-do-do. Never mind. I am not going to do that. So I am just going to stand there and get ready for the next round.
Absolutely. You could you could ready an action. So you can say that you ready your, I don't know what you have. Let's say you can ready your rapier. That way, if somebody comes up to engage you in combat, you can take an action before they actually attack you with your rapier.
Okay, I shall do that.
Hold an action. Perfect. All right. Zeva, we are back up to you. What are you going to do?
Okay, I'll go to try out my crossbow on the one on the stage.
Hmm?
10 is going to miss. And Hyrule, it depends on whether or not you have 2 actions on each turn.
What does that mean?
I have no idea if I have 2 actions on one turn. But
That's
that's a crossbow. I have to reload it.
Yeah. Okay. Let me just have a look quickly here at Hyrule. So, action.
Mine's found in features, active abilities, extra attack.
Perfect. Thank you.
Welcome.
And
Active
it's the end of my turn.
abilities. It looks like you have 1 attack, but you do have a lot of bonus actions. It looks like you've got Goring Rush, Hammering Horns, Healing Light, and Second Wind are all bonus actions for you.
Right.
So you could make your attack. Do you have 2-weapon fighting or 2-handed fighting?
I do not know.
You do not? Okay. So yeah, it would just be your 1 action plus your bonus action.
Got it.
Okay.
No, I just got confused because I wasn't sure if people had 2 actions or not.
Sure. Yeah. Gotcha. It just depends on your class and if you have any feats that would allow for it or anything like that.
Gotcha.
Okay, Zeva. So you missed. Do you want to take any movement or anything like that on your turn?
I'm happy where I'm at. I'm using ranged attacks.
That's perfect and probably very smart. Okay, so Cypress, make that saving throw.
Which one was it again? Con?
I believe it was Constitution. Yep, Constitution. You got to beat a 13. And you do! Hooray!
Yay! That's my action, though, isn't it?
It is. Do you have any bonus actions?
I do. Savvy peek. No, I can't use them because I have to move to do that.
It would be 2 opportunity attacks if you did move.
If I do move, yeah, I don't know. She doesn't want to move anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll just. Actually, what's this one? Yeah, I'll do this. Use a superiority. Oh, I can't even say it. Use my extra die. Choose a friendly creature. You can see or hear me. That creature gains temporary hit points equal to my die roll and my charisma modifier, which isn't very high anyway. But I'll go with who is it? Rolandius.
Okay.
And I need to find. There it is. Consume. Yes. No. So if I get this,
So 6 plus your charisma modifier?
yeah, which is nothing anyway. So it's just 6.
Okay, so Rolandius, you have
Rolandius.
6 temporary hit points.
Added it on.
Yeah. I love temp HP, man. Bomb.
End of my turn.
Perfect. Okay. So this guy is going to do a tentacle slam. Attack. Oof, 22 hit.
Yeah,
Okay. Let me see.
that was for me. I take it. Yeah.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. Just trying to figure out. Oh man, what did I close that? Hang on. Hang on. Just referring to my notes.
Mhm.
And by notes, I mean the module. It is on a hit 2d8 plus 3. Damn. So 2d8 3. Whoops. Plus 3. 15.
Alrighty. There it is.
And then the second.
Wait, why did I take damage?
Oh, sorry, I might have had just selected.
Oh no. Whoops.
I was like, why did
Yeah.
it happen to me?
Reverse that. Weird
Hey,
things happen in this program every once
I
in a
didn't
while.
even see it register on the chat thing.
Oh no, I was on my character sheet, and all of a sudden it turned red. I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah. Surprise. Okay. And that was second attack. So that is his turn. Her turn, whichever. Okay, this one coming after the lovely and talented Hyrel.
Sure.
Same deal, but gotta come a bit closer to make the melee attack.
Before you roll, does protection from good and evil matter?
Does what, sorry?
Does protection from good and evil matter against these guys?
It would, yes.
All right, just letting you know that it's on right now.
Okay, perfect. So does that make them roll with disadvantage? Can you pop it in the chat for me?
Sure. Stealth cost. There you go.
Yeah, disadvantage on attack rolls against the target.
Fun.
Awesome. Very cool. All right. Oh, whoops, I closed the character sheet. Gosh darn it. All right. Tentacles.
Did I do a saving throw?
Just give me a second. I wanted to do tentacles are coming, but the first attack with disadvantage is going to be the tentacle slam.
Got it.
16
Misses.
misses. Perfect. Okay. And then your DC 14 con save.
Yes.
And you are grappled.
Gotcha.
Okay. That is that turn. And now it's your turn. So
All right.
another
Attack?
another con save to see if you get out of the grapple.
Immediately. All right. Fun.
Yeah, I mean, again, I know it's supposed to be strength to get out of a grapple, but this is a homebrewed creature that came with the module, so I'm just trying to make it work.
Same roll.
Same roll. Okay, so you're still grappled, so you can't really do anything else on your turn. Okay. Joel Rune. Let's see if the new dice you picked make a difference. Oh, I thought it had 3 because
Yeah, no, I was wondering about that as well.
at 11, right? Okay. Hmm? Well, I will say that Hyrel is currently grappled. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I guess it's not firebolt, I guess, so maybe he wouldn't take damage. And yeah, 19. Yeah, that hits. Okay. So Hyrel, you're not grappled any longer?
Gotcha.
He's blasted 10 feet away, correct? Okay. Doesn't look like it, yeah.
Fun.
Okay. Mhm.
Hyrule gives you a thumbs up.
Yeah, right. New dice, new dice. Yeah, that hits. Holy moly. Okay. Add your charisma modifier to the damage. Okay. You did